It's time for another edition of Sports Store on Enterprise Television. This is the program where we take you on a journey through all the recent happenings in sports. I'm Joshua Okoli. We are live, and here are the headlines. Former Super Eagles coach Jose Peseiro states his reason for leaving the national team despite AFCON 2023 silver medal. Super Falcons defender Oluwatosin Dimeyin quits French club Stade Reims. Seven-star Manchester United advance to the next round of the EFL Cup as Everton's woes continue. We will also take a look at the results of Tuesday's UEFA Champions League and Wednesday's fixtures right here on Sports Store. Let's take a quick time out. When we come back, we will dig deeper into all the items on our menu. Welcome back to Sports Store on Enterprise TV. I'm being joined by the dynamic sports producer and analyst, Ejiro Emeni. Ejiro, welcome to the program once again.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Definitely. Let's start with the first story on our agenda and tell you that Coach Jose Peseiro has said he would still have quit as Super Eagles coach even if he had won the 2023 AFCON with Nigeria. The Super Eagles fell to a 2-1 loss to host Côte d'Ivoire in the AFCON final in February, and following that particular encounter, Coach Peseiro quit after his contract ran out. The Portuguese gaffer, who said that he had the full support of his coaching staff and was able to get the best from Nigeria's players, truly wanted to win the tournament for the fans, the government, and for every Nigerian. But the former gaffer of the team had decided to leave even before the start of the tournament in Côte d'Ivoire, citing the immense stress and pressure to be the manager of the Super Eagles. Elsewhere in Nigerian football stories, Super Falcons defender Oluwatosin Dimeyin has announced her exit from French Yakema outfit Stade Reims. Dimeyin joined Reims in 2022 from Nigerian club Rivers Angels, and the 22-year-old skills caught the attention of the Red and Whites after playing for Nigeria at the Under-20 Women's World Cup. She made 26 league appearances for Le Roux et Blancs and netted 1 goal during her time in the north of France. Dimeyin has been a commanding presence in Super Falcons since making her Falcons debut in the same 2022 as she partnered Osinachi Ohale in all of Nigeria's 4 games at the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup, where Nigeria were eliminated by eventual runners-up England. Dimeyin also starred in all of Nigeria's 3 games at the Women's Football Tournament at Paris 2024 Olympics, as the Super Falcons were unfortunately eliminated from the group stage of the tournament after losing to eventual silver medalists Brazil, Spain, and Japan in Group C. In international football matters, let's say that Manchester United recorded their biggest victory under Dutch coach Erik ten Hag to cruise into the EFL Cup last 16 at the expense of hapless League One outfit Barnsley. Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho, and veteran Christian Eriksen all scored twice, while Brazilian winger Antony converted a first-half spot kick in what turned into a rout by the end of the 90 minutes. It was Manchester United's biggest win since they hammered Southampton 9-0 in February of 2021, when the stands were still empty due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Elsewhere, Championship side Preston North End stunned Premier League club Fulham, winning 16-15 on penalties in the third round of the EFL Cup. Ryan Letson scored the winning penalty after Timothy Castagne blazed over the bar for Fulham. Preston's success came via the longest shootout in League Cup history, eclipsing the previous record set by Derby County and Carlisle in 2016 when the Rams won 14-13. Elsewhere in the EFL Cup, Eberechi Eze scored his goal, the winner, for Crystal Palace against his former side QPR to help the Eagles claim a 2-1 victory over QPR. Queen's Park Rangers lost that 4th round tie to Crystal Palace as summer signing Eddie Nketiah for the Eagles netted his first Palace goal to open the scoring in the 16th minute, while goalkeeper Alex McCarthy was the hero in the penalty shootout of another game in the FA Cup as Southampton edged past Everton 6-5 on penalties. Goalkeeper Alex McCarthy saved Ashley Young's penalty in sudden death to help the Saints reach the fourth round of the EFL Cup. The game ended in a 1-1 draw in normal time before shootout could decide proceedings in the EFL Cup. In other EFL Cup results that played on Tuesday, let's tell you that, of course, we saw Manchester United, like I mentioned earlier, defeat Barnsley 7-7, amazing 7 goals, 7-0 against Barnsley. In other results in the EFL Cup, Fulham lost to Preston North End 16-15 on penalties after the game ended 1-1. Crystal Palace, like I said earlier, defeated, lost at home, I beg your pardon, to Crystal Palace. QPR lost at home to Crystal Palace, I beg your pardon. Blackpool 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Stoke City 1, Fleetwood Town 1, but the game also ended in penalty shootout and Stoke City defeated Fleetwood Town 2-1 on penalties. There were massive misses from both sides as Stoke City advanced to the next round. Brentford 3, Leyton Orient 1. That game ended under 90 minutes, and like I also mentioned, Everton Southampton, the game ended 1-1, but Alex McCarthy was the hero as Southampton qualified to the next round of the EFL Cup 6-5 on penalty shootouts. I'm bringing my analyst on board, Ejiro. Manchester United 7-0 against Barnsley. Is this good news for United fans, Erik ten Hag, or is this just, it's Barnsley now? They should win.
They shouldn't get too excited about beating Barnsley because everybody saw what they played last week.
Yeah.
And it was nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
7-0 against Barnsley. Yes, it will bring their morale up a little bit, but still, they shouldn't get too excited about it. But congratulations to them on qualifying for the next round.
6 games this season for Manchester United. The first one was in the Community Shield. They lost on penalties to Manchester City.
Yeah.
Then in the league, 4 games, 2 losses, 2 wins, 6 points. And now winning the EFL Cup. Ten Hag has won a trophy in every season he has been as the Manchester United manager, winning the EFL Cup, this same trophy in his first spell in 2023, and then his most recent season, 2023-2024 season, he won the FA Cup, defeating Manchester City in the final. Is this a prerequisite to Man United perhaps winning the EFL Cup once again, or would Erik ten Hag go trophyless as the manager of Man United this season?
I'll say it's a 50-50 for Erik ten Hag. And him winning another trophy this season, I don't feel he can win any other trophy this season because of how they started off. Normally, last season, the same thing. They started off greatly, but during the ending, they were poor. I was even shocked when they beat Man City in the final. Most people were shocked. Yeah. So him winning another trophy this season will help him to secure his job, but I don't see him winning any other trophy this season. Any trophy this season, sorry.
Okay, Erik ten Hag would go trophyless this season for Manchester United, according to my dynamic analyst, Ejiro Emeni. Also, in other games in EFL Cup, Spurs will do battle against Coventry Town, while Wolverhampton Wanderers will travel to the Amex Stadium to face Brighton in Wednesday's fixtures in the EFL Cup. Let's move over to the Champions League, the biggest club football competition in the world, as football stood still on Tuesday night as the UEFA Champions League made an emphatic return with an exciting new format. The curtain was raised on the new season as Juventus defeated PSV, taking them to the cleaners via a 3-1 win in Turin, as Kenan Yildiz, at 19 years and 136 days, scored the first goal of the revamped competition, breaking La Vecchia Signora, that's the old lady's record for the youngest scorer in the tournament. Young boys of Bayern started their UCL campaign as they fell to a 3-1 home loss to Unai Emery's Aston Villa, with goals from Yuri Tillemans, Jacob Ramsey and Amadou Onana highlighting their first Champions League game in 41 years. 15-time champions Real Madrid, the Los Blancos, the Los Merengues, started their title defense with a 3-1 victory over Stuttgart. Kylian Mbappe, a recent addition from Paris Saint-Germain, scored the opener, while late goals from Antonio Rudiger and Brazilian wonderkid Endrick ensured the win. And at just 18 years, Endrick became Real Madrid's youngest goal scorer in the Champions League, breaking a record held by Raul Gonzalez. Bayern Munich, the Bavarians, began their quest for a 7th title in the Champions League with a record-breaking 9-2 annihilation over Dinamo Zagreb. Harry Kane, European highest goal scorer last season, netted 4 goals, including 3 penalties, to set a new record for the most Champions League goals scored by an English player, beating Wayne Rooney's previous tally. I'm talking about English football. Liverpool, 6-time champions of the Champions League, came from behind to secure a 3-1 win against AC Milan. Christian Pulisic, Captain America, scored for Milan, but headers from Ibrahima Konate and captain Virgil van Dijk, along with a goal from Dominic Szoboszlai, turned the game on the head for the Reds. And of course, on Tuesday, Sporting Lisbon also defeated Lille Metropole 2-0 in Portugal at the Estadio José Alvalade. Victor Gyökeres scored the opener, and Zino Zabast scored a long-range strike for the host, while Lille's Angel Gomez was sent off before halftime. The new Champions League format introduces a single league stage involving all 36 teams ranked from top to bottom, and this phase will continue until January, after which knockout stages will commence. These changes aim to enhance competition and provide a fresh structure to the prestigious tournament. Ejiro, yes, on Tuesday, when we are on the Sports Store right here on Enterprise TV, we were talking about, Tuesday's games for the Champions League when we are previewing and preluding these particular games.
Yeah.
I could probably call you Octopus Ejiro, or maybe maybe a Gambit or a Warlock or something, because you probably got 6/6, or was it 5/6?
I got 5/6.
Oh, you got 5/6.
I got 5/6. If not for the red card you got.
Yeah.
I've got
You would have gotten 6/6
6
because
well,
it looked like the game would have ended in a draw. Yeah.
Actually.
And AC Milan scored first, lost at home to Liverpool.
3-1.
Real Madrid did you justice to Stuttgart.
But
although the first half was all for Stuttgart.
Yes.
But Real Madrid showed championship. That's why they're 15.
Immediately the second half started, in the 46 minutes, Mbappe took the head on, and Rodrigo, brilliant assist from him. He danced his way into the box and passing it to Mbappe. Mbappe just finished it wonderfully. Stuttgart equalized some minutes later though, but entering into the final third, even when you watch the match, I was like, Madrid have started. This is how they will start normally. But into the remaining final minutes, we had goals from
their mettle.
Yeah, Rodrigo and the 18-year-old Endrick.
So looking at Tuesday's games in the Champions League, and the teams that have already played, we know that Inter, Manchester City, Arsenal, Atalanta, Bayer Leverkusen, Barcelona, they have still not played this season's Champions League. But from what we've seen so far, can we already say that the likes of Bayern Munich 9-2 against Dinamo Zagreb, a record for a Champions League group stage in a Champions League opening fixture? Harry Kane still banging in the goals. European Golden Boot winner last campaign. Still banging in the goals. 4 goals already in the league. Now 4 goals in the Champions League. Probably only he and Erling Haaland are scoring all the goals in Europe this season. So can we say that with these 4 teams, Juventus, AC Milan, Juventus, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and Liverpool, can we say these 4 teams, all former Champions League winners, 2-time champions Juventus, 15-time Real Madrid, 7-time Bayern Munich, 6-time Liverpool. Can we say these teams are well poised to win the Champions League? These 4 teams are perhaps the favorites to win the Champions League.
Well, for me, Liverpool, no. Okay. Liverpool, I don't see them winning the Champions League this season. And Madrid, they are always, when it comes to people and teams who win the Champions League, Madrid are always up there. So they are always counted. Bayern Munich, what they showed in this first match, 11 goal trailer, then taking 9. I feel, yes, the way they played, they are into that too. But I want to say because of
other teams,
other teams too are in the competition. Everybody is seeing what Barca is doing in their league. Barca picking.
Hansi Flick is doing a marvelous job. What he did at Bayern, it seems like he's replicating it at the
Barca. And yes, he's transforming Barca. So I'll put Barca 2 up there. I'll also put Arsenal 2 up there. The 4 teams for me, I feel. No, sorry, 5. I'll put 5.
Okay.
Arsenal, Man City, Barca,
Real Madrid
and Bayern. Those are the 5 teams for me. I feel will take. But from this Tuesday's fixtures, I feel Bayern took everything from me. From today, Tuesdays on, Bayern and Madrid are coming out on
the favorites.
Favorites, yeah.
For this Tuesday, to perhaps win the Champions League next year.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So let's briefly talk about Wednesday's fixtures. The big game on Wednesday, Manchester City Inter Milan. What's the prediction for that game?
Man City takes it.
Man City take it at the Etihad.
Inter have been shaky this season. The last game they drew 1-1, and Man City, come on.
100% record in
Premier League. So yeah, Man City takes this one.
Okay, so Manchester City, Inter Milan, Wednesday's fixtures, Manchester City, Inter Milan, PSG against Girona, Club Brugge against Borussia Dortmund, Celtic against Slovan Bratislava, Sparta Prague against RB Salzburg, and of course Bologna against Shakhtar Donetsk. Definitely these games are the games that would be played on Wednesday in the UEFA Champions League. That's how we wrap up proceedings right here on Sports Store Live on Enterprise TV. Please endeavor to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Enterprise TV 7 on YouTube. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms. Still the same handle at Enterprise TV 7. That is ENTERPRISE TV 7 on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Like and share our content, and also visit our website www.enterprisetvnews.com, where we give you all the hot stories on the go, live updates, the exclusives, and the news you can use. Thank you, Ejiro, for your incisive analysis on the program.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Definitely, we would love to have you join us next time on Sports Store.
I would really love to be here again.
Okay, and before we go, let's leave you with this statement from Russian tennis legend Maria Sharapova. She said, and I quote, "You control your own wins and your losses. This is a call to always be the master or mistress of your own situation, because only you can determine whether you win or lose." I'm Josh Okoli, and I want to thank you for the privilege of your time. Until we meet again on Sports Store, hasta luego.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.